So moving on to a little bit of insight onto our Onkoshi project. Our Onkoshi project is a project that we acquired in June last year. And as I said previously, it's arguably considered the best gold showing in Namibia alongside B2 Gold's Otjikoto deposit. And that is one of the reasons why we decided to pick up this project, is not only from the technical fundamentals, but also we understand that B2 Gold and its previous vendors, what exploration worked to make the discovery of 7 million ounces. What that allows us to do is, in essence, they have paid for our school fees. So it covers highly prospective areas of the Damara Central Belt, and it shares significant similarities to B Gold, and has historical showings that haven't been followed up. And now we're coming with new age exploration, and we're looking to explore and open up this opportunity for our stakeholders. Significant exploration has happened over this area back in the 1980s and early 90s, and drilling happened from Rossing uranium, just to a maximum depth of 100 meters vertical. They have got significant intersects during that time. What is clearly evident, though, is that there wasn't an understanding of the structural controls of mineralization, as well as at that time they walked away from the exploration opportunity due to the low gold price. Back in the 90s, gold price was at just below $500 US an ounce. And in the historical exploration reports, they note the fact that they are looking for north of 9 grams a ton. Since then, the gold market has changed, and exploration techniques and scientific approaches have definitely proceeded forward, and allows us to now properly examine the opportunity. It currently has a historical non-compliant resource of around 87,000 ounces at a cutoff of 0.75 grams per ton. Again, what this slide demonstrates is the amount of historical work that happened between the 1980s and early 90s. And we still think that there's a massive exploration opportunity here, because the detection limits that were used during those years could only read down to 20 ppb. We know from established gold deposits in Namibia that we need to have the ability to read below 20 ppb, and anything north of 5 ppb is an anomaly. Now, to put that into context for our Canadian audience who are thinking we're looking for grams per ton in rock and soil samples, the Namibian geology is covered by a certain amount of calcrete and windblown sands, and the mobility of gold and other pathfinding minerals in that environment is limited. Therefore, as we've seen on B2 Gold's Otjikoto and Wolfshag deposit, as well as Osino Resources Twin Hills deposit, you have to have a lower detection limit in your early geochemical sampling to define AU signatures. So we think that there's a massive exploration opportunity in place, because the historical assay and detection limits weren't capable to outline anomalous areas. Subsequently to the early 2000s, Namibia flew a regional geophysical program, and we have purchased that exploration data and have been able to identify 2 remnant mag anomalies that have a potential strike anomaly of 5.5 kilometers. We've put a footprint size comparison with Otjikoto, that is not the location, to demonstrate that Otjikoto and Wolfshag only have a 4.5 kilometer strike range. And just to strike back, historically, they've only drill tested around 500 meters of this 5.5 kilometer strike. You can see that there are anomalies that definitely warrant follow-up, as well as exploration opportunities from subsurface drilling that definitely warrant follow-up. And that's what Antler Gold is currently moving forward with. Subsequently to us doing a deal on EPL 7464, our technical team was able to put in 2 applications targeting similar geology and structural features. We targeting the typical orogenic gold deposits, orogeny meaning structural gold. And these 2 applications cover structural anomalies or structural opportunities that we feel offer similar opportunities to known gold deposits within the area. One is a large regional structure that cuts through our current Onkoshi project. The second is a magnetic anomaly that's associated with the granitic pluton, and that brings the heat source that allows for the mobilization of fluid, mineralized fluid, to flow through these regional and local structures. So in essence, we have not only the heat source, we also have the plumbing, and we also have areas that allow for capturing an endowment potential on this project. We've now put together a regional scalability on a project that is attractive to a mid to senior tier company with similar metallurgy and other characteristics to known gold deposits within Namibia. So the takeout opportunity, once we de-risk, is quite exciting on this project. Just a quick outline on what the company expects to do. So as I said, we were able to do a transaction with our partner in Q3 of last year. We commenced the environmental certificate application in Q3 of last year. By commencing the EIA and the EMP, we've evaluated and have retrieved all the historical data. We've identified additional exploration targets and put those applications in. In Q4, we submitted the environmental clearance application. We've done a short ground truthing program, as well as secured that additional land position. We're currently engaging with stakeholders for land access and permitting. The technical team is prioritizing exploration targets. And once that is put in place, we'll definitely continue with a high definition geophysical survey. There on out, during Q2 and Q3 of this year, we will be doing an initial drilling and further exploration drilling program, following up some of those historical drill results, as well as delineating a potential resource. Again, the mineralization on the project is known to share significant similarities to B2 Gold's Otjikoto and Wolfshag deposit. And that's important because we know that the conductivity and the magnetic signatures of the associated minerals will play a massive part into drill targeting moving forward. That, coupled with the fact that significant golden rock and golden soil anomalies haven't been followed up from the work done in 1993, we expect that this is a massive opportunity that we should follow up on.